Hey, good evening, Scott County. I'm Joe Pat Covington, County Judge Executive. I'm here with Mayor Tom Prather and Dr. Crystal Miller of the Wedco Health District. We have a special announcement for our community, and I'd like to turn it over to Dr. Crystal Miller right now.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Mayor, for your quick response. We were notified about 5 o'clock that we have our first confirmed positive case of COVID-19 in Scott County. I want to talk a little bit about what we've done planning for this. We have been meeting on a weekly basis with our elected officials, our first responders, our hospital and school system, and other community members to prepare for this. So I want you to find comfort in that, as this is an uncomfortable situation for everyone. We are working through this and educating our first responders and everyone that's involved with COVID-19. Although this is our first case, we expect more. We have expected more, and quite frankly, shocked that it took this long for us to have a positive case. But that's due to testing capacity. And we are building capacity with private labs, as you've heard the governor talk about. Let me switch gears a little bit and talk about our response efforts on this first positive case. I was notified at 5 o'clock, and that gave me a little bit of time to start our investigation process on the epidemiology side of COVID-19. And what I can tell you is that the patient suspected, due to travel and how she was feeling, that it might be COVID-19, and she presented to her physician with a mask on. And the physician also had protective gear on. And so I think that speaks to how well our community is responding and listening to the education and the importance of these prevention methods. And so please find comfort in that. As we roll into having more cases, our hospital is prepared, our local physicians are prepared and understand exactly what is needed to make sure that we're protecting everyone from this. Our private labs, we are dealing with new labs. They are building capacity. We have dealt with 5 just this past week, and we expect more. There's a credentialing process that they go through, and that's going to give the option for you to be tested. We know that there's been a lot of criticism across the state about testing capacity, and everybody wants to know why they can't get tested. Let me say that although we're building capacity, that is going to cause, on our side of the health department, from an investigative standpoint, having this many sources is going to cause some delay in reporting, just from a standpoint of we have so many labs reporting, and we have to follow that reportable disease. So if you're a physician out there and you're using private labs, please get in touch with us at the health department, and we will continue to make this a seamless effort. But it is, as these private labs get up and running, that's an important piece for us. The most important thing for you to do as a community member is practice social distancing. Please, it's the most effective tool that we have to combat this virus. And I think that's all I have, unless you have something that you need me to cover that I haven't.
I just want to emphasize, and you and I and the mayor talked, like, this changes nothing about what we've been preparing for. It changes nothing about how we want to recommend you react, and we are prepared as well as we can be. Our hospital, our EMA, our first responders, dispatch have all got protocols in place, and this changes nothing. It's just we're trying, the mayor and I and our Wedco Health District are trying to communicate to the community what's going on, accurate information. And the biggest thing that we want to emphasize is stay at home, practice social distancing. It's a short-term sacrifice for long-term gain. And this is somebody's life, somebody's health, that we want to emphasize that if you stay at home and you social distance appropriately, then you're going to help the cause. And this is a Scott County cause. And I know everybody out there's got county pride. We want to do what's right for our community, and I want to stress just doing what's right and getting accurate information And I'm going to turn it over to the mayor.
Thank you, Dr. Miller and Judge Covington. I think what we want you to know is that the leadership of the city, the leadership of the county, and the leadership of our public health efforts are working very closely together to make the best decisions for our community and to make sure that we can communicate those decisions with you as quickly as we possibly can. I have tremendous confidence in the two folks I'm working with on this. Dr. Miller has been an invaluable resource, and Judge Covington and I have a remarkable working relationship together. So we want to assure you that we are taking this seriously, and we are working in a collaborative fashion to make sure that our citizens come out of this in the absolute best shape they can. Something that the judge and I have been talking about at length among our many concerns are the economic impacts that everyone is beginning to feel. So many people have been laid off. So many entire sectors of our economy find themselves unemployed today. And the judge and I have been talking about ways that we can learn as much as we can about available state programs, and then perhaps be a clearinghouse to help get this information out to our restaurants and other small businesses that are being affected. So your fiscal court, your city council, and your public health officials are working hand in hand to try and make the best decisions here. I think the judge nailed it. Our efforts in social distancing today are truly an act of patriotism. They're an act of being good Kentuckians and good Scott Countyans. So with that, I'm sure this is going to be a lot of discussion on Facebook, but let's deal with facts and let's take care of each other with a lot of compassion. Dr. Miller, any closing remarks?
Just want to reiterate, if you are worried but you're well, please stay home. It's important that we not overburden our medical system. Obviously, if you are feeling sick and you would normally contact your physician, please do so. But the treatment method for this is a virus, and so 80% of people work through this on their own, and I think that's important for us to understand as so we can allow our medical facilities to provide treatment to people who need it.
And one other reminder from the governor's press conference today at 5. Tomorrow at 8 o'clock, non-essential retail storefronts will be required to close. However, grocery stores, gas stations, pharmacies are all remaining open. And I want to stress to you that the governor also shared that our grocery chains are prepared to supply us. And you just need to buy what you need and do not panic about running out of supplies. We also have set up, the mayor and I and county and city government have set up a helpline for folks that are elderly or those that might have a compromised immune system or those that have been advised by a medical professional to stay at home and self-isolate or quarantine. We've set that helpline up, and it's available on both the city. Those numbers are available on both the city and the county Facebook pages, and those are here for our community to use. Those individuals that don't have other options to get food or medicine or medical essential supplies. So we're trying to help, and we are putting things in place that will do that. So I just want to encourage you that things are going to be okay. We'll get through this together, and we'll be back in updating on social media through the week this week, just letting everybody know what's going on. I appreciate the mayor, I appreciate Dr. Miller for what they're doing, and we're going to get through this together. So thank you, good night.